are live. What's happening, y'all? And welcome. This is episode 34.
I think we agreed on 34.
Is that what I said? Because I forgot. That was, I don't know.
30 something.
Yeah, I did. I'm going to say 34 because I think it's 34.
With 34.
Luna's there too.
Hi.
34. Episode 34 of the Creatia Conversation. Your conversation for all that nerd shit. I am your host, the self-knighted Sir Cussalott Travis Pointer, a.k.a. the Dragon King, a.k.a. Big T, a.k.a. T Money, a.k.a. Sweet Tea, a.k.a. Black Merlin, a.k.a. the HNIC. And I'm joined, as always, with my co-host, Mara the Shark Watkins.
Hello.
And Jonny Jums Grutzius with that embodiment of evil that's behind him.
Say cat, Mom. Look at the cat.
And Luna says hi also.
Yeah.
She does.
How y'all doing today?
Pretty good.
Doing all right.
I agree.
Started smoking weed again, so that's been fun.
Yes, you informed me of that, you know?
Yeah. I'm a lot less irritable.
I mean, it helps, you know? Can you smell and taste things again?
Yep, sure can.
Good.
Yep.
John got hit with the COVID, but he's good now. He's good. He got through it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
He got the not so bad version of it though, so he's all right.
All I lost was my sense of smell and taste. That's it.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Well, it is what it is. I ate according to texture. I ate a lot of rice-based stuff. That was my favorite thing to eat when I couldn't taste anything.
Because you wouldn't realize you were missing anything.
Yeah, like I ate seaweed chips. I ate a whole bag of those. Didn't taste a single one, so I ate something healthy.
Exactly. He ate seaweed chips though. Like you can say you did it.
I did.
Did you eat kale?
Yeah, I ate all kinds of
He
stuff.
ate kale too. Like
Okay.
Yeah, I ate all kinds of stuff. I ate butt. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
I did.
Yeah, John was all in that ass. We know that.
It was cute.
I understand. So, what y'all been up to? What you been watching? What you been playing? All that good stuff. It's been a while since I've talked to y'all about this shit. Like, I wasn't even on the last Creatia Conversation, so it's like been like lots of months for me.
Yeah, that was my favorite one. So
Oh, right. We did do that. I forgot all about that one.
Mm-hmm. I still haven't listened to it, by the way.
I don't remember it.
All it
I don't
was
remember.
is us just trash talking.
Oh, I know, which is why I purposely just didn't listen to it. I'm like, where's the begin? Right here. Where's it end? Right here. Post it. Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't hear anything.
A lot of trash talk.
I imagine so. If you didn't do that, I'd be disappointed. But anyway, what have you been watching? What you been playing? All that good stuff.
I just finished. I've been watching a lot of stuff. I mean, I had to quarantine again without working and whatnot. So I watched, finished season 3 of Dark. Dark was definitely one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life. Hi, Luna.
I can't hear you.
It's because you're
Where's
wearing your
Daddy?
mom's ears.
Let's say.
Because I have my headphones in.
I finished Westworld season 3.
Oh, about time.
Yeah,
Mars still
about
hasn't
time.
finished it. I know.
I finished it. I enjoyed it. I liked it.
I
a
did
lot.
too. I did
liked
too.
It was fun. I watched seasons 1 and 2 of Doom Patrol finally on HBO.
I still haven't watched season 2 of Doom Patrol, but
It's so good.
I imagine it is because season 1 was great.
Oh, there's 2 seasons of it?
It's only 9 episodes. They stopped because of coronavirus, but
Oh, okay.
it's really good. Oh, shit. What else did I watch? I rewatched True Blood, all 7 seasons. Liked it better the second time.
I'll let you know what I think when I finally do it.
And then,
So you rewatched. You said it's better the second time.
it was
Question.
better the second time.
Question. Do you think that we'll feel better about the ending of Game of Thrones if we watch it a second time?
I'm gonna do that eventually. I've been putting it off. I think I am gonna like it a little more. Just because the expectations were so high and they just didn't deliver. But I think now that I know I'm gonna be disappointed, I think if I watched it again, it wouldn't be as bad.
What do you think, Mar? You think you still be disappointed? You still mad?
You know, I was thinking about that. I think it was like today or yesterday. I was like, I think I was reminded of, no, it was yesterday. Because one of the songs from the soundtrack that they made came up on shuffle and reminded me back to the finale because it was the song that The Weeknd and SZA and Travis Scott did, but it was like centered around like John and Daenerys.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, am I still angry about that? I'm not angry. It's just I'm just still so bothered with how it ended.
Yeah, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not angry.
Just disappointed.
Disappointed, yeah.
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 Travis and I are in sync right now.
It's been going on the whole time we've been on this call. So yeah. All right, Mar, what you been watching? What you been playing? Wait, is that all for you, John?
Yeah, I'm still playing the same shit. So
Gears of War.
Yep. Rocket League. Yep. Halo. Yep.
Yeah. You need to. Well, we'll talk about what I'm playing. As you know, I just got this new PC, so I've been playing more PC games, and I also signed up for Xbox Game Pass. You can play Xbox games on your PC. So, like, sign up for Game Pass. I think it's $10 a month, $5 a month, somewhere in there.
It's cheap, dude.
Yeah, it's cheap, but you just get all these shit you can play, and I'm just like, why doesn't everybody do this who has a PC that's capable? You
What's it
know,
called?
Xbox Game Pass.
The Xbox Game Pass, yeah.
But yeah, you should get Game Pass. If you don't have Game Pass, you should get Game Pass. There's one like Microsoft Flight Simulator where you just fly around and shit, and like around like real places and shit. Like you can like there's this thing going on where people like crash their planes into actual people's houses.
Yeah, have you done the space ones?
No, I haven't done that.
Yeah, I have some friends who I've watched them play it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cool. You can build your own rockets and like just fly throughout space and
That's dope.
Start your own worlds on planets and it's bonkers.
Wait, you talking about No Man's Sky?
No, this one. I'll get you the name of it.
That sounds like No Man's Sky, which is also on Game Pass.
I mean, a lot. There's like 30 of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many different kinds. One my friend was playing. I couldn't tell you the name.
Yeah, so that and RTS games and all that kind of stuff. That was the only reason why I brought up what I've been playing, just because of that. But Mara, what you been watching? What you been playing?
I'm still playing the same stuff. Like I still like do the side missions for Spider-Man every once in a while because I haven't finished them all.
Mm-hmm. I keep saying I'm gonna go back and platinum that, but I never do.
Yeah.
It's just so much. It's just like I don't like busy work. So there's
stuff in there, but I like busy work. So it's like I enjoy it because it'd be like, okay, let's go do this raid.
Well, that's the thing. I don't like collectible kind of busy work. That's the thing that gets me. Like, you got to find this, find these all over the city. I'm like, I'm not doing that. It's just, ugh.
You would hate World of Warcraft.
That's why I stopped playing it.
Oh, look at his tail.
She's just staring right at me. Like,
yeah. He's just watching you. He's picking his spot. I'm telling you, he's going to kill you in your sleep.
She is a killer. She was an outdoor cat.
See? She belonged to the streets.
He took you in a straight, yeah.
She belonged to the streets. She gonna kill you in your sleep.
Yeah. But she's from Nashville, so I'm not too scared. She's one of them.
Which means she's also racist. So it's just.
She's a black cat.
And by default.
What's your point? I saw white on her too, so she probably only identifies with her white parts.
Just her paws. Catch these paws.
So her hands are racist.
Yep.
Exactly. That's the part I gotta worry about. That's where the claws are.
It's true, dude. She still has them too. Cut your shit up. Wait till you come over again, Travis.
I'm not. I don't trust it.
But yeah,
It's a given now. Anytime I go to Chicago, I'm not staying with you or Matt. I'm getting a hotel because I don't trust either one of your households anymore.
That's fine.
So yeah, playing the same stuff. SimCity. Ooh, I got SimCity to load up on my old computer after 2 days of trying to erase.
Oh yeah, you
that.
were like doing a whole lot of extra going on to try to get it to work. I remember that.
I was trying to erase my hard drive and lower the operating system because once you go past Catalina, once you go into the current system that's Catalina, it doesn't support 32-bit games or software. So I had to downgrade the software, but you know, I'm clearly not certified to do that because I erased the hard drive and the operating system, and then I couldn't install either back on, which led me to have to check my computer and at the Apple store to erase it. But it loaded up, and I've been playing it for 3 days straight.
You know who doesn't have that problem? People who use a PC.
Yeah, it's still too much money to spend for a computer I know I'm going to accidentally destroy.
If you say so. What you been watching?
Okay, yeah, so I've been watching quite a bit. So I got through season 1 of Umbrella Academy finally in time to start season 2, to then pause it to go then watch season 1 of The Boys, which was really great. And then
Boys is fantastic.
It's amazing.
And then started Titans because I was also being yelled at about that. Just finished season 2 last night.
No.
It's not just you. That's the thing. So I finished Titans last night, and boy, that was...
It's a doozy.
Yeah. Can't wait for season 3, though. What else have I been watching? I started Lucifer. That's next to continue to finish, and then I'll finish Umbrella Academy.
Wait, when you say you started Lucifer, you just mean the new season, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I started the first episode, and I got through probably the first 15 of it, and then I was like, maybe I should go to bed. What else have I been watching? I've been rewatching a lot of Jeopardy episodes on Hulu.
You're a weirdo.
Leave me alone. I like trivia. I'm watching the college tournament one right now, and I was like, I really should have went on when I was in college. I'm over here just answering questions left and right, and now I'm just like, I could have had $100,000.
But did you know all that stuff when you were in college?
Yeah, because now they've made this stuff so much different. It's much more relevant, and like some things I didn't understand, some things I didn't know. But when it came, because they do a lot more of pop culture and
oh really
entertainment stuff now. Yeah.
Okay. So Jeopardy, Lucifer, Titans.
The Boys. That's been about it, though. Okay. I mean, I've been rewatching Moesha on Netflix since that came out.
Mo to the E to the.
You know what I realized? Moesha's gosh dang annoying.
I haven't seen the show in a while. I haven't rewatched it yet on Netflix.
Since it was out.
Yo, she's so horrible of a person.
That's one of those things that you see when you go back and watch a show. I went back and watched Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, all the way through on HBO Max because I realized that it was there after I already got HBO Max. I'm like, wait, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is here? Well, this is what I'm doing for the rest of my life. And I'm going through yo, some of this stuff is not okay.
Yeah, no.
And then there's other things Carlton always annoyed me. But there's certain times when Carlton's just you are the worst kind of person. Go away. But I know why you're here. But yeah, I feel you on the Moesha thing. I haven't watched Moesha in a while, but yeah.
I mean, I'm still in season 1 of it. I kind of thought I was going to binge through it a lot faster than I really did. It's just one of those things. I want to keep watching it, but it's I don't want to fall asleep watching it because I want to actively watch them.
Yeah.
But it's there's so many episodes in a season and they're like they're like a true like 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's like, and because she's so horrible a majority of the time, it's like I can't take this no more. Moesha, you being unreasonable.
Sister's on there now too.
I know. I'm waiting for girlfriends to go up and then for half and half and one-on-one. And let me tell you, you possibly won't hear from me if we do Netflix party. Know that if I choose, it's going to be one of those 3 shows.
Well, that's why I just won't let you choose then, because it's fine. Here's the thing: we've done these parties and other times, and I've chosen things purposely just to annoy you. So you know what? I'll give you one.
You gonna come in on like a show that I'm like season 3, episode 12 of. You'd be like, Mar, I haven't seen 1 or 2, and I'm like, it's all right.
It's fine. If it's a sitcom, it doesn't matter. But it's just,
I'll be like, it's all right. Just keep watching it. We gonna laugh.
Yeah. Family sitcoms, it doesn't matter. Those are whatever. Anything else?
I think that's about it.
Okay. Well, for me, what I've been watching, I recently, like last week, discovered this show. I think it's pretty new though, called Alien TV. And listen, this is one of those shows that I'm just like, I don't know how this got made, but I'm so glad it did, because I don't know who this is for. It's really just about a group of aliens. I guess they're like studying Earth.
Yeah.
And they're just like, there's the first episode of them trying to make a bicycle work, and it's just, it is
animation.
It's CGI, 3D CGI, and it's just some of the most ridiculous shit. But they're like doing like all these precise like calculations and shit about how this is supposed to work, because they've never seen anybody ride a bike before. So they're just like, what do? We don't know. Well, maybe if you move the pedals with your hand and you move the other pedal with your hand, and I sit up on this part right here, and it's just, there's no speaking at all. Like there's no English. They're speaking their alien language, so you don't understand anything they're saying, but you kind of can see from the gestures and stuff what they're saying. Right. It's pretty great. Like I told Mara about it, hoping that Luna would like it, and apparently Luna has watched all of it already.
She's binged the whole season in the span of like a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like whenever we would have TV time or something like that, when it would be her turn to choose, she would be like, "Can we put aliens?" And I was like, "Luna, there's only 1 season of this. Aliens."
That's so funny.
And I'm just like, well, I mean, if you want to finish it, fine. Let's get through it then.
Mm-hmm. So also, there's another new show on Netflix called Hoops. It's an animated show. John, I suggest you check this one out.
Okay.
I know how you feel about animation, so I think you should watch this one. It's called Hoops.
All right.
Basically, a high school basketball coach. He's a very awful person, as you would expect.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So check it out. Then there's this show called Norseman. I've talked about it before, but a new season just came out. And this season is actually one of the better ones. It was a flashback. So it was set before the first season, kind of seeing how everybody got to where they were in season 1. And it was very enjoyable. I still very much recommend Norseman if you haven't seen it. Then there's this show called Warrior Nun. Have either of you watched Warrior Nun?
No.
Nope.
Have either of you heard of Warrior Nun?
I'm not going to lie to you.
I
No.
don't think so.
Okay, let me tell you something about Warrior Nun. I saw a couple people talking about it. Netflix suggested it to me. And I was just like, I'll put it in my queue, but we'll see what happens. Then I saw the people talking about it. Some saying they liked it, some people saying they didn't like it. But I'm like, you know what? I don't have anything to do right now, so I started watching Warrior Nun. It's not a good show. However, if you just want to kick back and watch some ass-kicking ninja nuns.
Wait.
Yes, ass-kicking ninja nuns. I said that. That is what I said. One of which fights with 2 shotguns. Have at it. That's what I went into it. I'm like, okay, this is all this is. Okay, I'll watch it for this. And I got on through. I'm like, I enjoyed this because that's all I wanted out of it. There's this whole big undercurrent plot about this chosen person with an angel's halo embedded in her that gives her powers and all that kind of shit. Who gives a fuck? We got warrior nuns who are kick-ass ninjas, and one of them fights with 2 shotguns.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would watch it.
Yeah. Just go into it knowing that's really all you're gonna get out of it.
Yeah.
I'm good on that.
Just like Mara, Lucifer also I watched the whole new season already. Then there's a show that I only watched 1 episode of, and Mara watched this along with me on a Netflix party. It's called The New Legends of Monkey. And it was another show that was just suggested to me by Netflix for some reason. I had no idea what it was. I just put it in my queue. And I'm like, Mara, let's Netflix party. I just need to clear my head. And she was like, cool. And I'm like, let's watch this. She's like, what's this? I'm like, I don't know. Netflix said I should watch it, so let's watch this shit. It was awful. Like, it was so bad. And it wasn't even one of those, it's so bad it's good kind of thing.
Bad.
And there's a lot of times I watch stuff.
No, it was just bad.
Yeah, there's a lot of times I watch stuff. I like bad TV. All right. I enjoy really bad television. That's just how I am because I can laugh at it. But this is kind of bad in a way that, like, this doesn't even entertaining kind of bad. This is just, what are you doing? But there's multiple seasons. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. And then last thing, Netflix recently added Cobra Kai. John, have you seen Cobra Kai yet?
I don't think so.
Do you know about the show at all?
Sounds familiar, but I'm not going to say yes.
Okay, rewind back in your head. Karate Kid.
Okay.
The dojo with all the bad Karate Kids was Cobra Kai, right?
Okay.
Cobra Kai is a show about the main kid and that Daniel LaRusso beat in the tournament.
Right, with the one-footed kick.
With the crane kick, the illegal kick, the one that wasn't supposed to actually win. It's about that kid starting off his own dojo and bringing back the Cobra Kai dojo. But he kind of wants to do it his way kind of thing because the dojo fell apart because they've been banned from the tournament and all that kind of shit. And he's trying to bring Cobra Kai back to prestige. There are 2 seasons. John, it is so good.
Really?
Yes. Like, if you remember Karate Kid, you will love this show. Like, it is so good. It is way better than it had any right to be. I'm like, the whole time I'm watching it, I binged the entire 2 seasons in a day, John. Like, it was just like, oh my God. Every episode. End of the 2nd season gives you something that you didn't even know you wanted, and it gave it to you. I'm like, this is fucking amazing. I love this so much.
That's hilarious.
It's already been confirmed that there's a 3rd season. The 3rd season has already been filmed. It's supposed to come out in 2021. I'm kind of upset that it didn't come out right now, but whatever. It's kind of rude. I'll live with it. But yes, Cobra Kai. If any of you have not watched Cobra Kai, it was first on YouTube Premium. And then I guess they sold the rights to Netflix, and Netflix is continuing it. But yeah, Cobra Kai. Watch it, John. I know Mara doesn't have the history with Karate Kid like we do, so it doesn't even matter to her. But John,
nope.
Cobra Kai.
Alrighty.
And then as far as what I've been playing, I talked about the Xbox Game Pass stuff, but also Ghost of Tsushima on PlayStation is just so good. Like, I'm still working my way through it, taking my time with it because I don't want to finish it. It's just
making my way downtown, walking fast, face.
Slicing motherfuckers up with my katana. Yeah, that's what's happening. I'm making my way through Tsushima, slicing motherfuckers up. Yeah. So yeah. If you have a PlayStation also, I recommend Ghost of Tsushima.
One of these days.
Definitely. And that's it for me. So, That means it is newsy time.
It's news time. I gotta make it more extra every time
But she does something else every time. Like,
I never know when the next time I'll do it again. So it's like I feel the need. I gotta be extra every time. Well, as we are still in a
apocalyptic.
thank you, COVID world, there's still not a lot of news, but there is a lot of news. Okay. And I'm kind of debating if I want to start with sad and then just kind of go through everything else, or if I want to go through everything else and then end with sad.
I don't want to end with sad. I don't like being upset. So let's start there and we'll move forward.
So since we are live as of September 1st today, I mean, everyone knows it, but Black Panther star, 42 star, I don't know the James Brown name of the movie, but the James Brown movie.
Get on up.
Thank you. Get on up. The Thurgood Marshall movie and countless other films. And
Jackie Robinson, 40. Yeah, you said 42. Never mind.
Yeah, I was going to say, wait a second. Didn't I say that? I was about to be very confused. I was like, wait, is there another Jackie Robinson movie? Did I miss that one?
No, I said that not remembering that you said that already. And like, oh, she said 42. Okay.
The Thurgood Marshall and countless other
John,
movies.
This is not the time for your cat's butthole. All right.
This is not the OnlyFans stream. This is not the OnlyFans stream. Jeez.
Only cats.
But it's not the only cat
Like,
stream either.
I would appreciate it if you stopped flashing us your pussy.
You know, she has a mind of her own.
I realize that, but you have more control than you think.
You offended her, and now she left.
Permanently?
No, she's just sitting right there, staring at you. She put one claw up. One little claw.
Not doing it. I'm sorry, Mark. Continue. John was being rude.
So rude. Chadwick Boseman passed away over the weekend. Because that was Friday, right? Or was it Thursday?
Let me think.
Friday,
I think it was Friday. Yeah, it was Friday because I was off on Saturday and I went to work on Sunday. And yeah, it was Friday.
Yes.
Friday
you're
night.
Right. Because Saturday was the day we were all weathering through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Over the weekend from colon cancer. Oh, stage 4, right?
It was stage 3 when he was diagnosed and it progressed to stage 4. And that's when he passed.
Yeah. So I'm not going to dwell too much on it, but because I know we've all been sad.
Yeah, we've been dealing with it over the weekend. We've all, kind of expressed our thoughts and all that kind of stuff. Just, it hit us hard. It really did. Because we didn't know. We didn't know what he was going through.
No one.
That picture came out when he looked sickly, and I was concerned when I saw that, but I still didn't know.
Right.
That's impressive, though, to keep something quiet.
Yeah, he was diagnosed in 2016. Like, he went through all that Marvel shit, the training that he had to do for that.
All that.
With cancer. Like, gained the muscle and shit for the role of Black Panther. Went back down for other roles. Built back up for Black Panther again. All while he had cancer.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
Amazing. And I know, well, a month from now, it won't really be, something to talk about. So there's going to be, it might seem a little insensitive, but what do you think?
Can you tell your pussy to shut up?
He won't.
Snap my fingers.
But what do you think
they'll do? Your pussy?
What do you think, because of what we do here, what do you think will happen with Black Panther going forward? What do you think they'll do?
I don't see Disney canceling it.
No.
I don't see them
made them way too much money. They won't do that.
Well, that, and I feel like they know like the shitstorm that would come down if they did.
I don't think that's really that big of a problem. I think what's really the thing is the money.
Yeah.
It all comes down to the money. So
because how they play it, like how they play it out, they know will will guaranteeingly get people to go and see it. But I remember you and I were hypothesizing about that. I think over the weekend.
Yeah.
Thinking that they might do it the way, kind of like how Batwoman was recast.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of recasting someone to be T'Challa, which they know they can't do.
There's no way. No way.
You can't, because one, he's too established. Two, the shitstorm. Like,
yeah. We love Chadwick too much. We won't let it happen. Let them say that they're recasting T'Challa as somebody else. Oh
my
fuck
God.
you.
They
fuck
would
you.
burn Disney down.
I will show up at Disney headquarters myself just to slap somebody. Like,
I have a hypothesis.
What's your hypothesis?
What is your hypothesis?
So Marvel's owned by Disney, right?
Marvel is owned by Disney.
And two white guys named Bob run Disney, right?
Right now, yeah. Well, no, is Bob Iger still there?
I think so.
I think so.
I thought he stepped down.
He's the only Bob I know.
There's another Bob too.
I could have sworn I heard that Bob Iger stepped down.
Well, if he did, there's still another Bob.
Yeah.
There's two Bobs that were running the show. So what they're gonna do, they're probably gonna make some kind of storyline to where I think Ross, was that the guy from Hulk?
Yeah.
He's gonna start running Wakanda because they're gonna put a white person in charge because it's Disney and everything's racist. That's what they're gonna do.
Okay, yeah, Bob Iger is still running Disney. You're right.
Yeah, so he's not the CEO, but he is the executive chairman and chairman of Disney's board of directors until December of next year.
Yeah. He's
but then but through April, he resumed running Disney temporarily to help the company get through the pandemic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know I remembered him stepping down. I'm like, I know I didn't make that up. But yeah. I don't know. Like I said, me and Mara were talking about this over the weekend. And we know in the comic book, Shuri became Black Panther for a while too. So that was one of those things we talked about maybe might happen. But also there was this thing floating around.
I would like that.
I would like it too. But if they don't do that, another thing I would accept is if somehow they brought back Killmonger. And Killmonger actually becomes the Black Panther and has this whole redemption arc going as the new Black Panther.
Bob Chapek is who you're thinking of, Johnny.
Yeah, I knew there's two Bobs.
Yeah. But yeah, so because we all know there was this whole thing about some people siding with Killmonger in the Black Panther movie. So if you bring him back, you can have that. People who he'll have that kind of I'm coming from this side, but I'm learning more and realizing I can't go that far. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he learns and gets a bit of redemption, but he has a bit more of an edge than T'Challa had.
I can see that because it's also because I saw Killmonger's points. He made I remember hearing that too. Everyone was like, "Yo," when people were the memes. It's when you're watching Black Panther and you realizing that Killmonger is making some very valid points. Mm-hmm. It's just the way he went about it.
Yeah, you can't kill everybody in the process. You got
It's almost like the ISA in Stargirl. It was what they were fighting for, or what the end goal was admirable. Yeah, but the way they were trying to get to, the way they were getting to it, was the bad part.
It's we're gonna make all this work. The whole world's gonna be better. We're gonna end racism and bigotry and all that kind of shit, and all the sexism and homophobia. It's all gonna go away. But we're also going to kill 25% of the population.
Right. If you can't accept the
fact that we're basically controlling your mind.
Yeah. Then your brain's going to give it out. Yeah. Admirable intentions, really bad plan.
By the way, John, you should watch Stargirl.
Do it.
Yeah, I know Caroline watched all of it.
Yeah, you should watch it also. It's actually we were talking about it contains an episode of the best episode of superhero television that I saw in all of 2020.
Oh, maybe. I watched episodes of everything. The only show that I got into was Black Lightning. because I watched.
I'll be okay. I'm okay with that.
I watched.
It was
most-
Anissa, right? Anissa got you. She she
I
pulled you in
mean-
because I mean that's what keeps me watching. So I understand.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that's not part of it. It was just to me the most.
Yo,
relevant.
do you follow her on Twitter? I mean, no, on Instagram.
But I will.
You should follow her on Instagram. Yes.
You convinced me.
Yeah, you
No.
should. Nafisa
So, yeah,
Williams,
I
you should
watched-
follow her on Instagram 100%. Like,
I watched a few episodes of Flash and Arrow and everything.
I think I think I followed China.
I watched a few of all of them. None of them drew me in. The only one I ended up watching was Black Lightning, and I didn't watch every episode. I definitely watched the most.
really, Flash
episodes.
didn't pull you in?
No.
Who's having a flood?
It's an Amber Alert.
Oh.
They want me chasing down a gold Honda Odyssey. No, I'm not tracking down your rapey minivan. All right, it's just I'm at home. All right, it's just I don't know. That always like just confuses me. Like, what do you really want me to do? Like, it's just, and it's usually this is the only one that was like something that would be like really distinctive. Other times it's just like a black Toyota Camry. There's like 17 million of those within a 12-block radius. Like, what do you
Like everyone drives a black Toyota Camry or gray Honda Accord.
Yeah,
Or
like,
white
I drive a gray Honda Accord.
exactly.
or white Mazda. Like everyone has these cars.
Yeah, I've had mine for 11 and a half years.
Hey, if it works, it works.
It does. It's
Exactly.
still kicking. I'm keeping it. I paid it off like 10 years ago. So.
I want to be like that. I want to pay off a car and keep it forever.
Honda Accord,
Nah, see,
Toyota Corolla.
you can go my route and just buy like really old used cars and just pay them all in cash right away. Problem is you're gonna have a lot of mechanical problems, but it's,
Yeah, I was gonna say
That's what I don't want.
I spent like 14 grand on my car 11 and a half years ago.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you're gonna have to spend some money on it like for repairs, but like if you're paying for car payments, it's the same shit.
True.
Well, I paid it off in a year and a half.
Mm-hmm. Well, you had that military money though,
Right? I was like, we don't have those kind of benefits,
I
John.
did. Well, I mean, I was just making like $1,800 a month, but I didn't have rent, so
Exactly.
that's the key.
That's like the
Right
biggest
now, I'm
cost we
paying-
have.
Yeah,
Right?
I pay $800 a month.
Yeah, I pay
Well, Caroline
$850.
pays $800 a month.
I'm not
We
saying
pay
what I pay for
$1,600
rent.
together. Well, you're in New York, dude. You probably pay like $5,000 a day.
For the one room.
Yeah, for a fucking mattress.
And she pays an extra 12 grand for access to the kitchen.
Yeah. This shit's fucking crazy in New York. I don't know what the fuck you're doing over there.
Oh, please, Seattle's just as bad, like if not worse. Like,
Is it really?
yeah, my friend Brittany, like the amount that she pays right now is ridiculous. I don't even remember what the number is anymore, but I thought it was one thing and I thought that was ridiculous. And then she told me the actual number.
They're here, Jay.
Then she told me the actual number, and I'm like, that's even worse than I thought.
That's not making it better.
Not at all. Not at all.
Nah. I got like but I have a room right now for a G.
Mm-mm.
I don't pay anything extra, but like
You don't. Is that bills included?
yeah, that's utilities and
Oh, that
Wi-Fi.
ain't bad. Because with all my bills and utilities, I'm around $900.
Yeah, but that's just for one room, though, John. Like,
Oh,
Right,
that's
like,
true. I mean,
and
I
a
got two
shared
bedrooms and I
common
got a
area.
patio.
Yeah, nah. Like there's like a living room, but it's like so the living room, bathroom, and kitchen are shared areas. But I've been here by myself all year, so I practically have had a 3-bedroom apartment for a G for the better part of the year.
mhm.
But yeah, we really veered off topic.
We did, and we're
started
gonna stay
talking
off
about-
of that topic because I don't want to talk about sad shit anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's move on to the next thing. Anyway, like we stated, we've been watching Lucifer. Lucifer season 5, part 1, apparently just came out over the weekend as well.
Oh, there's 2 parts. Okay.
Yeah, apparently whatever
That
comes
makes
next.
sense with the way that season ended. Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, now I definitely have to watch it.
You sure do.
Yep. Thank you, and Taylor too, if she watches this. Also, the Boys season 2 comes out this Friday the 4th. Can't wait. I'm happy I got through season 1 as quick as I did, just in time to watch.
Good. I'm glad to see that because right now I don't have a job, so
Yo, I was watching. I think the first time because I told you someone else had told me to watch it too, and I was watching an episode of it at work, and I was just like, cool, full frontal nudity in the first episode, first 15 minutes. He was like,
Ding and
yeah,
dong.
right. He was like, yeah, don't watch that at work. And I was like, I got that now. And then, so that will come out on the 4th. I'm excited. And also the reason I had gotten into High Gear to watch it was because Jensen Ackles, who plays Dean on Supernatural, was casted for season 3. And I was like, oh boy, I need to watch season 1 and 2 so I can catch up in time for this. But it found out that season 2 hadn't even come out yet, but season 3 was already announced before season 2. But then to go on, because that will segue me into the next newsy pit, Supernatural has a resume air date of October 8th, and with the finale, the actual series finale, on November 19th. So that means I have till October 8th to finish this season that has already come out.
it looks amazing.
It does.
Like you make me want to order Chunkies now. Like I want that for dinner now. And
Hold it up again. Hold it up again. I'm mad Johnny's really on here eating.
like, for real, like he just is rude. Like
Right? Like I have a whole pernil with rice and beans waiting for me, but you don't see me up on
basically,
here.
I got tacos over there waiting for me, but I don't eat on the fucking stream.
I'm about to get up and go get my food.
Hey, I just started smoking weed and drinking again, so like, I'm gonna need y'all to calm down. She's doing newsy time. She doesn't need my input, and if I'm gonna do
No,
input,
she needs everybody's input on everything. That's why there's 3 people on this podcast, John.
I took 2 bites, okay?
Yeah, you wouldn't have stopped if we hadn't said anything though. So
Right? I know it's been some time since you've had a mouthful, John, but I mean like a mouthful on camera, I should say, but geez. It couldn't at least wait till in between topics.
no, this is a piece of shit. So finish what you were saying.
Yeah, so Supernatural is about to be done, guys. It will end this year still. It will still end in 2020. It's gonna be a weird time after that. Another show that I was wanting to start, but now I don't know if I want to, Nosferatu on AMC was canceled after 2 seasons. So there won't be a third. I believe it has something to do with a vampire in modern days. I don't know.
Is the vampire in Brooklyn?
I don't know, but the name of the show is spelled N, capital O, capital S, the number 4, capital A, 2.
Like the number 2?
Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, they said it on Twitter. There won't be a season 3. Apparently, there was a quite shocking end at the end of season 2, and I'm just like, I don't know if I want to watch that. I don't know if I can handle that. So, like, I'm still scarred by the way Devious Maids ended. Yeah. See, that's a show that after, I think I was watching that when I was pregnant with Luna. So it's been 4 years, at least 3 or 4 years. That's a show I'm still angry about how it ended. Because it got canceled on a cliffhanger. But anywho, continuing, Christopher Maloney won't return to Law & Order SVU season 22 until next year. So
which one is he?
The one who played Stabler, the one who left in like season 12.
I don't know season numbers. Just tell me who he is. Just
Stabler. He was in he's been there he was in there from the beginning, and then he eventually left.
Okay.
The white guy.
Okay.
The white guy with anger issues.
Gotcha. I know you're talking about now.
Who beefed with Ice-T. There we go.
There you go. So now I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I don't know particulars about SVU. It's just one of those things that I just always watch with my mom. So it's just
I still watch reruns of it all the time. Like right now I think I'm like, but I do it like sleepwatching, so it's like when I'm trying to turn my brain off.
Yeah,
Like,
see, I use The Office for that. But yeah.
Like yesterday when I finished Titans, I started the first episode of Doom Patrol, and then I was like, you know what? I'm all contented out for today. I was like, put SVU on. I don't got to think about that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, everyone's been trying to, he left the show like some time ago because there was issues trying to renew his contract. So he ended up just leaving, and it left fans pretty upset because, we loved the Olivia Benson, Elliot Stabler team up. So for years, people have been saying like, yo, they need to bring an episode and bring Stabler back because since he's not dead, he just literally just left the force or he left SVU, it's not like he can't ever come back. His contract just he just was never able to renew, like negotiate his contract. And so they're like, there's been teases on and off for like the last few years that he was coming back and that he would, appear in an episode, and then it would just turn out to be just a rumor. But now it's actually happening because there's a spinoff apparently coming that he's going to be in. So I'm excited, but apparently I guess like the backdoor pilot for it, or like whatever his episode is on SVU, won't air until next year, which has me hopeful that SVU will come back in the fall so that I actually have something to watch. I feel like as of right now in the fall, there is nothing for me to watch except for the Swamp Thing airing on the CW, and I can just watch that on the DC Universe app.
I would say, or we can just not watch that because, there's only going to be one season of it, and from what I remember, they didn't even finish it. So this is like pre-COVID didn't finish it. They didn't finish it for other reasons, like this is not good, so let's just not do it.
Yeah, I think they had canceled it after like 3 episodes, but they're like, we'll release the rest that we finished.
Yeah.
Okay.
Luna's got some shit to say. I don't even know what's going on over there, but Mara knows.
She's asking me for an apple.
Oh.
Which means we're going to walk. And we're still going to do it easy time because everything's open and I can read and walk at the same time.
All right, you do that.
So, yeah, going to the CW, since we were talking about it, the CW is attempting to rename the Arrowverse since Arrow is technically done. I feel like we've joked about this before in that, like, how do we keep calling it Arrowverse since Arrow is done?
Simple. You just keep calling it Arrowverse.
Right, because it sounds right.
Because Arrow started it all. You still give respect to what was there. Like, what's the problem?
I don't know, but so they released some, like, I guess trailer for the not trailer or commercial for the series for the channel, and premiered something that said CW verse.
Boo.
Yep. And I was just like, unless you telling me Jane the Virgin is going to show up on Legends of Tomorrow.
Exactly.
I don't want to hear, I mean, even though Jane the Virgin is done, I was like, I don't want to hear CW verse. They could at least call it like Hero verse or something. Like
something that has to do with the comics or something that has to do with those
DC
characters.
Verse.
Yeah, something.
Like if you want like just 2 letters, DC verse will do you fine.
Or you just keep calling it the Arrowverse because Arrow still started it all. Like, if people are still into this shit now, these are the kind of people that were around at the beginning anyway. Like, don't worry about it. It's not that big of a deal. And if somebody doesn't understand it, they're not the kind of people who care. Like,
exactly. Like, I'm not pressed to stop calling it the Arrowverse. But I mean, whatever. I'll just call it the DC verse or the Hero verse if they are so pressed to not use.
No, just keep calling it the Arrowverse. Like, it's just, what are they gonna do? They gonna tell you can't say that anymore?
Imagine we got a cease and desist when Super Flashy Arrow comes back on. Imagine they send us like a cease and desist of calling it the Arrowverse.
Oh man. It would take Greg himself to tell me to stop saying that. And even then, I'd probably tell him to eat a dick.
Oh my God. It's almost funny the way you talk about, like the way we talk about Greg Berlanti. You would think that he was one of our close friends, and that we just talk shit to each other all day.
Yeah, man, Greg's my boy. What you mean?
It's so funny, and that's why I find it even funnier when one day they do send us a cease and desist from addressing them. Like, you guys really gotta stop trying to bait us in your podcast.
You got your shit together over there, John? You all right now?
You good?
I'm straight.
I didn't say you could talk yet. I asked you if you were okay.
I said I'm straight.
You know what? See, here's the thing. You
Just
know I can
because you're
change the
dating a girl
settings so that
doesn't
you
make you
can't
straight.
unmute yourself anymore.
I don't give a shit, Travis. I got a voice.
Did anyone hear what I said?
I'm gonna use.
Oh, we heard you, but unfortunately, this white man's over here is trying to overtalk you again, like they always do.
You
Well,
white
you're the one who keeps
mansplaining
unmuting
me.
You
Yes,
asked me.
You
yes,
white
I'm
man
trying to
splaining.
silence your. Yes, I'm trying to counteract your privilege right now.
Not
And you-
only are you using white privilege, you mansplaining me too.
That's what I do. I'm a racist white mansplainer. That's what they called me in high school. Johnny,
You racist
Johnny,
and sexist.
Johnny mansplaining Grutzius. That's what they called me in high school.
What were we talking about before we were so rudely interrupted by this white man?
Newsy time.
Yeah, what in newsy time? No,
We were getting ready to move on to the next
You
thing.
guys were fighting
Okay.
about
You
CW
asked John if he
versus
was ready.
Arrowverse.
See, that's the thing. We weren't fighting. There you go again.
You
Fucking
weren't
white
even
people, man. I
listening.
swear.
You always think, because we black, we fighting. We can't
I
just be
just don't-
having a
I
very
don't listen.
passionate
Jesus,
discussion.
man.
Black people, get out of here.
God damn. Just go away. Yeah, stay away. What are you doing here? You were going away. Do that.
I was killing the spider.
Ooh.
I just smushed it
What
with
else
my
you got,
finger.
Mara? What's next on the news?
The original Fresh Prince of Bel-Air cast is reuniting for an HBO Max special to celebrate the show's cultural impact on its 30th anniversary.
So by celebrate, what do they mean? What are we doing?
I'm pretty sure they're going to show us clips, like notable clips from like the beginning and stuff like that. You know, talking about the
So-
notable moments.
So
We're
clips
gonna
in a
see-
Zoom call is what you're saying.
Probably.
Okay.
You
I was
know,
wondering if they're actually going to do like a reunion episode or what. Yeah.
Probably not.
Because that's what I want. I don't want clips in a Zoom call. I want them to have an episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, a Where Are They Now shit.
Right?
And I want
And because they
both
say,
and Viv's on it.
well, it says original cast. So I think we're going to have original Aunt Viv.
I don't think so. She talked too much shit still.
Or
Like,
maybe they will have both Aunt Vivs. I
like-
would like that mixiness too.
that's the thing. I want both Aunt Vivs to be there, but I think it's only going to be light skinned Aunt Viv. And the thing is, I would rather it be dark skinned Aunt Viv, but the problem is dark skinned Aunt Viv keep talking shit. Like,
Keep opening her mouth.
she keep talking shit. Like if she would chill, if she had chilled out for like 4 years, it'd all been cool. But every time something happened with Will, she come on running her shit. And it's just like, yo, chill.
She was like, just back in the day, he was like, why? Like, why?
Like you realize we don't care. Like you realize when it comes to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, we all prefer you. Like we know this. It's okay. You don't have to keep doing this.
Right? And what you're not going to do is there's nothing you're going to say that's going to villainize Will Smith in anyone's eyes.
Especially not mine. So
Right. Especially not after the whole Jada and August that you're not going to villainize Will Smith after.
oh no. After that, he is a fucking saint. Like it's
Right?
just-
He is untouchable.
I even forgive him for After Earth now.
I have not seen that movie. I'm
Don't.
not going to say still haven't because I never intended to see
No,
it.
don't see it. Don't do it. It's not good, but I forgive him for it. I don't know about Focus yet, but I still don't forgive him. But I do forgive him for After Earth.
I don't know what Focus is.
Focus is that whole.
Oh, Focus. I thought you said folk-ish. Like
No.
Folkish.
No, I said Focus.
I saw
Focus.
that. I don't remember it. So I'm not upset about it because I don't remember it.
Yeah, it's very forgettable. He owes me an apology for making that shit. Yeah. Any more news?
Yes. The last couple things. Disney is bugging and charging Disney Plus members who feel like doing it to spend $30 to watch fucking Mulan this Friday, and I will fucking wait until it's just out regularly.
It'll be out in December for free.
Yeah.
Now, what's your problem with this?
I don't know.
No, I'm serious. I'm not even trying to be like an asshole or anything. I'm asking, what is your problem with paying $30 for the movie?
Because I feel like even if theaters were open, I think to go see that movie for $30, I think is ridiculously expensive.
But you're not just seeing the movie for $30 if you go see it in the theaters. If you go see the movie, you're gonna bring Luna, right?
Yep.
That's 2 tickets.
Now it is. I can't. I'm past the days where I could just kind of carry her and pretend.
Yeah, that's 2 tickets. Are you gonna get food while you're there?
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Are you not at $30 yet?
Most.
Uh-oh.
I froze.
Oh, I think
There
I
we
got you
go.
again. Are you at $30 yet?
Most likely, yeah.
And you own the movie, you can watch it over and over again and not just once. So you're still upset about paying $30 for the movie?
I mean, it's still 30 to own
But
it.
still
I don't
what?
even
But
like,
still what? But still what?
I don't even
Like,
like
it's the
buying
same as,
DVDs.
but what I'm saying is it's the same, if not cheaper actually, because you can see it over and over again. Like, it's really not that bad. It's not bad at all, actually.
But
It's
for
actually very reasonable.
I mean, I get that. I get it. I just kind of feel like for people who are going to pay $30 for, I was like, why can't you wait till December?
You can, just like for anything, you can wait for prices to go down on stuff. Doesn't matter.
Because I'm sitting here thinking like Disney announced this in that, because like people, like I'm sitting here thinking as in like people like literally asked, hey Disney, please release the movie as soon as possible. Like I'm thinking like a demand for the movie, and I'm just like, what was it that like? Because I'm already like not really too as enthused for the movie based off of everything I've heard about. I think this is why I'm upset about.
Well, you just don't give a shit about Mulan. That's different.
What do you mean? I love Mulan the movie.
Is it because she's from China?
No, it's the change.
That's
no,
racist.
it's the change. First of all,
when I say you don't give a shit about Mulan, I mean you don't give a shit about the movie itself. Is my point. If you're not really about, yeah, that's what I mean. If you're not enthused about the movie on its own anyway, well, that's different.
but it's like I think it's because I'm already disappointed with the movie because of the differences it's gonna have that I'm already bothered with. Like
what?
The lack of Shang, the fact that Mushu's not in it. I think the lack of songs. I think they said that we're going to be in it. Like essentially the things that I loved about the cartoon. Because when I tell you I loved Mulan, I was Mulan for Halloween like 3 years in a row.
But guess what, Mara?
Fit that costume anymore.
But guess what, Mara? That movie is still there. You can still watch that. Like it's fine. This is something else. This is something.
You know, that's what I'm going to do on Friday, September 4th. That's what I'm watching.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When people say stuff like they're ruined, like, no, they didn't. That movie still exists. You can still watch that. It's fine. This is something else. This is like the new Lion King, that Lion King CGI shit that they put out. It's just like, yeah, that wasn't our old Lion King. I knew that, but guess what? That old animated Lion King that I love, I can still watch that anytime I want.
I got to think that way about Aladdin because I was not really too happy with the Aladdin.
Really? I like the live action Aladdin.
I enjoyed it I enjoyed Will Smith in it. I enjoyed the cast.
Will Smith saves everything, but
I know.
Except focus. Except focus. Like it's just, I don't like that movie at all.
It was, and I enjoyed I loved the casting. For the movie, I enjoyed, I feel like they casted it quite well.
I mean, they did some stunt casting there. That Beyonce as Nala thing was not necessary, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about for Aladdin.
Aladdin. I'm sorry.
I mean, I really enjoyed the casting for Lion King, but yeah, I agree with the whole Beyonce thing because we all know Beyonce can't act.
Well, no, she's not an actor. She's just, she's Beyonce. She's very good at being Beyonce.
Yes.
That's just. I'm sorry, but we're talking about Aladdin. Yes, the casting in Aladdin was very good.
Was great, but I was so confused by the additional hour that was added in for the extra music.
She won't be silent, Mara.
She can't be silent.
Yeah,
But and for some reason they had to do that song twice.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It was like, okay.
Well, the first time it was like a minute
time
long.
they did, because I sat there and I was right, and then they did it again, and it had like 2 verses, a hook, a bridge, a chorus, an intro, an outro. Beanie did like a quick rap in it, and it was just like, yo.
The second time they did that song, I'm like, yo, that's excessive. Why are you doing this?
Like, I was watching it with Luna. Like, the first time I watched with Luna, but Luna had already seen it. Like, she saw it in theaters when it was in theaters. And so when I was finally watching it, I was sitting here like looking to see like how far we were, and I was like, "There's another hour in this. We've already been sitting here for like an hour and a half. What is happening?"
It's not 2.5 hours.
It's something relative. Like the movie, the first movie is like an hour and like 15 or hour and a half.
Oh, most of them are hour 20 to hour 20.
Yeah, most Disney movies, animated movies, about an hour 20. Yeah,
because they're for the kids' attention.
For kids, yeah.
But like this one was like was excessively longer. It was about like 45 minutes to an hour longer, I believe.
Aladdin the live action is 2 hours and 15 minutes long.
Yeah, like
the original Aladdin is an hour and 33 minutes long.
Yeah, so, like that's joke
about an
like
extra 44 minutes.
Because I was sitting just like watching, I was like, how are we not still fighting Jafar yet? Like, why haven't we gotten to that yet?
Yeah.
Why do we have all this extra side story with Jasmine?
Because she won't be silent, Mara.
The movie should have really been called Aladdin and Jasmine, because it wasn't really just focused around Aladdin.
Yeah, and I'm cool with them giving Jasmine more agency in the movie and all that. They just didn't have to do that song twice. That's really my only issue with it, is that they didn't have to do that song twice. How did we get on that subject? I've been loving the
progression with
Mulan. That's what
I don't know.
They've been given women.
We still.
It was because Mara was complaining about Mulan costing $30
the
live
live
to watch
action
it.
Movies. All right, my last bit of news is so earlier this year, Jenny Slate had stepped down from Big Mouth as voicing Missy, to give more opportunities for people of color voice actors to be heard. We have had Missy be recasted by someone named Ayo Edebiri. Edebiri. I know I'm butchering her name, and I know I'm probably gonna get hate mail for that.
What's her name?
Ayo.
Spell it.
Ayo.
Mm-hmm.
Last name Edebiri. Jesus, why is that so hard? Huh? What did you say, Johnny?
I just said lots of B's and R's and I's.
Yeah, a lot of vowels. She has a lot of vowels in her name. I love it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she does stand-up comedy. I've seen her before.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
It's funny because a lot of the photos that they've been using of her, she looks like a kid.
Yeah. I'm looking at pictures now. I'm like, I do remember seeing some stand-up of her on YouTube and shit. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So I look forward to the next season of Big Mouth, because Big Mouth has been repetitively amazing for me.
I'm going through changes.
But that is the end of Newsy Time.
Cool.
That's probably the most interactive Newsy Time we've ever had, because we don't have a lot of news as much anymore, and we don't get to do these often.
And we got sidetracked a lot.
We did.
Yeah.
It was very interactive.
Let's both of you pick a number.
4.
3.
I didn't even tell you what to pick between. Like, what is wrong with y'all?
Whatever. We already picked. It's too late.
Well, all right, let's start over. What are we picking
No,
between?
the number is between 1 and 50. And
Well, I hope it
You
wasn't
said
1,
pick
2, or
a-
3. Because
Yeah.
if it's 4 or higher, I win.
That's what I'm saying. Like John wins now because both of you were so fucking aggressive about this shit.
You said pick
We're
a
trying to
number
move
and
on,
then
you know? Like,
you said pick a number and then took a breath. That was the first mistake right there.
yeah.
I
you can't-
apologize for fucking breathing. Like,
yeah, don't fucking breathe around us.
Jesus. I will never perform actual bodily functions around you ever again. Hi, Luna.
She's singing to you guys. We can't show that for too long, baby. We'll get sued.
She don't know what
She's
that
trying to show us what she's watching, right? But
All right, John.
Marinette.
Since you won, what's your topic?
Ooh, my topic. So 2020, the movie.
Come on.
Who you casting? Who's your
Well, before
director?
that, I'm sorry. I gotta let the audience know what's going on. We didn't even say this is part of the show where each of us present a topic for discussion for the group. This is what we do. This is the main event. All right, John, what's your topic?
Anyways, 2020, the movie. Who you casting? Who is directing? What's your genre? Way to story tell? 2020, the movie. How would you do it?
Okay. You want us to go, or do you want to go?
I'll go first.
John should go first.
I'll go first. Yeah.
You go first.
So, I would do it either strictly horror or horror comedy.
Mhm.
Probably horror comedy. So if it was strictly horror, I would have James Wan direct it. If I did horror comedy, I would have Jordan Peele direct it.
It should be a porno.
Hey, that's up to you. You can go next if you want.
Are we getting funding from them now?
Oh,
Or are
I'm
they
working
still
on it.
like taking our stuff down?
Oh, I'm working on it. I'm working
Okay.
on it.
So
Did you know about that, John? Did you know one of our videos got taken off of Pornhub?
I didn't
Yeah,
know
one
that.
of the episodes of Smacking It Raw got removed from Pornhub. I still don't know why.
That's hilarious.
It's the second time
no,
it happened.
I wouldn't know why.
Yeah, it's the second time it happened. The first time I didn't know why either.
You violated some term in agreement.
Yeah, I still don't know which one it is. I looked through all of them, like we didn't do any of these things. Like, what's your problem?
It's either the wrestling
Someone
or
reported it because they got mad.
Most
I
likely
thought-
somebody reported it because they clicked on it, was expecting porn, and it was just
smacking it raw. I want to see some of that.
you want to see us smack it raw. Nobody smacked anything raw.
Yeah, exactly. So they were angry. But anyways, I would probably shoot it like a Blair Witch Project type. But I would
Found
also
footage?
have, own footage. But I would have where everything that's been happening, like murder hornets, they were actual like giant fucking murder hornets,
murderers,
like
they
10
sneak
feet.
around corners and stab their
the
victims.
real sneaky.
So
sneaky.
they look like fucking bee drills, like the Pokemon.
Yeah, the biggest fit, like eight-legged freaks.
I
that
also
giant
picture
spiders.
I picture them in like
You
dark
just
trench
mentioned the
coats
movie,
too.
Mara. Are you
Have I seen Eight-Legged Freaks?
Yeah, are you aware of Eight-Legged Freaks?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen
Okay.
it dozens of times.
Okay,
Joey
this-
Fatone is in that.
Okay, I'm just
Oh,
asking.
nice. Okay.
This is I'd never know where the line is with you, so I just got to ask.
Yeah, no, it's literally a hit or a miss. It'd be like, have you seen this classic movie? Yeah. Like this old 50s movie. And it'd be like, yeah, I have. And then
Yeah.
it's like, but what about this one integrally to our culture from the 90s? No. And then it's
All
just
right.
like, damn it, Mar.
It's all good. You've seen it, so you got it. So it'd be big murder hornets, and then like the fire tornadoes in California, there'd be fire tornadoes, but like all over the world. Like everything that's happening is going to be happening all over the entire world. The pandemic's going to actually be like millions and millions dead. It's like a full-on like apocalyptic type horror.
So
film.
almost like Contagion.
Yeah, just like a lot scarier and probably, well, I want it to be like a good like horror. If I did horror comedy, like I would want the elements of horror, but at the same time I would want the characters to provide comic relief. So I would have Jackie Chan, and it would be his pandemic.
You can't go wrong with Jackie Chan.
He's gonna be in China doing his thing, right?
Of course, he's in China.
And then
You know how
I
I'd want to see that though? I wanted to be like where he's not like martial art. Like it's not like just like he's someone who's like a cop or something like that. I want him to be like a scientist or a doctor, and then you find out, yeah, he has a background in like martial
also
arts.
a badass martial
He's
artist.
gonna be a family man. So I want it to be like around 4 different families. So like Jackie Chan in China,
John.
and then Jimin Hunsu or something like that. I don't know how to say his name. You know exactly who he is.
Digimon Hansu.
Hey, how do you say his
Hansu.
name? It's DJIMON.
I'm gonna start.
I've been saying, yeah,
But-
I said Digimon Hansu.
Trevor Noah said Hunsu when he introduced him.
Well,
he
go with
called him,
what
like,
Trevor Noah
Jimon.
said because he would know.
He
That's why I
probably
looked
knows
it up.
better
I didn't
than we
know how to-
do.
I didn't know
Yep.
his name. But
Me
regardless,
neither.
he's a
Which is why I always have called him Amistad nigga. Like it's just
he's a
that's what I
fantastic
know who.
actor.
Yeah, he is. He is.
He's brilliant. Everything he's in, he kills it. I
Oh
want
yeah,
him to be
every role.
in Africa doing his thing with his family. Emily Blunt, I'd have her somewhere in Europe with her and her family, and then Zendaya, she would be definitely somewhere in America, just like in high school doing her thing, like kind of like she is in Spider-Man.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
I feel
that
you.
kind
I'm
of
with you. I'm
character.
with you. Yeah.
Yeah, so she would be doing it in like her life, but she's actually gonna like survive, and like she's really good at surviving for whatever reason. But it'd be between like 4 families, and they're all trying to find like a safe place or some shit. I don't fucking know, but it'd be something crazy, apocalyptic, and horror comedy.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah. Well, for me, when I looked at this, I'm like, all right, what do I want a 2020 movie to be about? I'm like, do I want it to be about what's actually going down and just talk about what's happening? Or do I want to find a way to enjoy this? And I'm like, let me find a way to enjoy this. And I decided this needed to be a movie that's kind of like a heist movie, but it's mostly just a group of people who are getting together and their job is to save 2020 because 2020 is fucked. So I don't know if it's maybe time travel or whatever the fuck they got to do, but they need to fix 2020 and save 2020. Normally for movies like this, or any movie in general, if I'm going to pick a director, I usually go with Quentin Tarantino. However, for a movie like this with an ensemble of of people, I need James Gunn. James Gunn directed the 2 Guardians of the Galaxy movies and is now directing a new Suicide Squad movie. He knows how to work with an ensemble cast of people who are trying to save the world. So I need him to direct it. As far as cast goes, who is my leading actor?
Will Smith.
There you go. You know that.
I already knew it when I first came up with the question.
You know Will Smith is in this shit.
Put his tits, Mom. Reynolds' tits.
See, she wants Will Smith too. I know that's not what she said, but I choose to interpret it as she also wants Will Smith to star in this
That's what
movie.
I heard.
Yeah. Now, who else do I want in this movie? We've talked about her earlier, actually. It's kind of funny. Nafisa Williams plays Thunder on Black Lightning. She needs to be in this shit too. It helps save 2020. Who else do I want in this movie? I want Robert De Niro. Need an older voice of reason who's actually also a grumpy old man. To just be like, get your shit
like
together, kids.
I like it.
I want him there too. Now, we need the mother figure, the one who actually does get everybody's shit together. The one who's in charge, basically, who's not actually in charge, but is secretly basically in charge. Old school actress. Who is that? That is fucking Meryl Streep. And that's the team that we put together to save 2020.
I like it.
And that's my movie.
I like it. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Mara?
Okay, it's my turn. So it's kind of funny because I see that some of us we have like some of the same things. So I chose my director would most likely would be Jordan Peele. And I had first thought about Quentin Tarantino, but then I started thinking about how I would want the movie to go. And like Quentin Tarantino typically has been doing a lot more of like older pieces, like older time period pieces. And I'm just like, maybe not so much. So I went with Jordan Peele for kind of like a psychological black comedy film. So like it's gonna have like that Jordan Peele-esque twist to it, but it'll still have like its humorous moments, dark humor and all that stuff. Kind of like, you know, what you would have gotten it, what we got in Us from him and all that. So my cast was Winston Duke, who is in Us, was also M'Baku from Black Panther.
M'Baku, yes.
He's
Yeah.
awesome.
Represent
Yes.
for the thick niggas. Yeah.
I was gonna say, cause them thighs, y'all. Them thighs. Tessa Thompson, who's from Thor Ragnarok or a
Westworld.
bunch of other stuff. Westworld, thank you. And other stuff, which it's funny because Tessa Thompson's like one of those actors. Yeah. Where she just be in stuff, but you can never really like sit down and just really like list it. You have to think about it for a second.
You really do. You really do. But then when you remember what she was, and it was like, oh, yeah, she was good in that. It's just,
right.
yeah.
You're just like, oh, yeah.
I almost picked her over Zendaya. Then I went with Zendaya.
Yeah. That's another one. One of my secret celebrity crushes is Tessa Thompson. Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
No doubt about that, dude.
She's very close behind Nafisa Williams.
And then Margot Robbie, because she can be like slight comedic, like that white friend comedic relief, kind of like what you are, John.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Margot Robbie, and I want her like her Harley Quinn-esque self, but just not as, you know, murderous and.
So what is this? What kind of movie is this? What are you going for? Like what kind of genre?
Psychological black comedy.
Okay, got you. You did say that. Got you. Hey,
Because
nobody
I
said
also-
anything, John.
I also-
I didn't remember saying anything to you,
like-
sir. You stay over there, white boy. Keep going.
Could that be my nickname?
So, because I also like toyed the idea of Tim Burton, but I was really just like, nah, what? Can what be your nickname?
Oh, white boy.
Yes, but it has to be like YTBOBOI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it has to be spelled a specific way.
It's me, white boy.
I'm so
Right,
glad that me and Mara were on the same page on that one. I love
Like
it.
it can't T-E. It can't.
Uh-oh.
You got it, John. That's
Mara.
you now.
You there?
Yes.
We lost you for a second. Come back. What'd you say?
Here.
I said, John, you got it. That's name now.
Thank you. I'm gonna change all my
Better?
social media handles.
Oh my gosh.
White boy John.
And so Margot Robbie, and then I put Michael Pena as another male character.
He's hilarious.
Yes. So
He's
he would be the
good.
true comedic relief, but it's like Margot Robbie will also fulfill her purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I love him in Ant-Man.
And so, right, that's why I was just like, I love those rants
recaps, yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god, that shit is so funny. He's
Did
like,
you see
right, so
the-
what we was doing was
Did you see the meme one from earlier this year, from earlier in quarantine? Like, I think we were like on like month 2.
Oh yeah, and they kept going on and on and on.
Yes.
Yeah. That shit was hilarious.
But so the way I was thinking of it is that they're all a group of friends, and like, you know, two of them may be paired up as a couple. I mean, fantasize however you feel.
I will.
And so like they get this game that's like, it's called like see your future or something like that, or see like, it's kind of just something that like alter that, like, it's supposed to be like a simulation of a like what would happen if you did this, like, and it showed like they get into this game and like it shows them what will happen if they do this and
like
this.
on Futurama.
Maybe
The what if machine on Futurama? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, so it's kind of like that. So because like, so I'm kind of getting this idea a little bit from Black Mirror, a little bit from something else, and I can't think, and from that, like the what if machine. So they're in it, and it turns out like, when it's like something that they go to daily, like they do all the time, but it's like starting to affect the real world. So like certain things that are happening, like, so maybe like I'm not going to actually say like Jordan Peele should depict it as, yeah, Kobe died in January, and have that, like, they do something in the game and then that causes that. But like something along those lines, like things start happening in the real world that happened in the game. So it's like, oh, I did this in the game and this happened in the game, and then it corresponds in the real
world. Got you.
And so like, and then so that's happening. And then the twist that I would want it to be would be at the end, you find that all of them are actually in a lab with like their heads hooked up to something, and they're actually in a simulation and they don't realize it. So when they think what's affecting the world outside is actually still happening in their head.
So 2020 didn't actually happen.
Right. It may not, and that's going to be left unclear. Like that may not be actually happening, but like, so to them in their brains, they think they're living kind of like the year that we're living, and they think it's because of a game that they've been playing. But in actuality, they've been in this lab.
So it's a double twist. The first twist is like, oh, the shit I'm doing in the game is in real life. But then you find out, oh, the shit that I did in the game that's happening in real life isn't actually happening in real life. It's happening in my head.
Right. They're like test rabbits, and you find out like they've just been like taken off, like they've been taken from places, and like they're not actually friends. Like they're just random people in like a lab that have been taken and made to think that they're living in this, like a real psychological, but there still will be like funny moments because you know how Jordan Peele operates it.
So what this sounds like, three of us working together here, we need to write this script.
Yeah.
You shrug. I'm like dead ass. Like,
Yeah.
Someone's gonna steal it.
Not if we write it first.
Right. They're not going to write it in a day, John.
I'm already halfway done.
Exactly.
About to say, I did. Did you not forget the fact that I don't have a job right now? I am like out of work for the next. I'm out of work for the next 3 weeks. So
Okay.
I have nothing to do but to, play video games, write, and masturbate.
Those are 3 of my top 5.
They're very high on my list also.
Mom, that's my phone.
Eating is up there.
My phone.
If you masturbate enough, you don't have to eat.
Yeah, no, but I want to.
You'll forget.
Damn, you got that kind of stroke?
Yeah, man.
That kind of stroke game?
I am masterful.
When you coming back to Chicago?
When you pay me enough.
Ooh.
Oh,
Don't worry about it.
all right. So that was John's topic. Sharknado, what's your topic? Unmute yourself. What's your topic?
My topic was, it's funny, as you said that, my computer was like, you're muted.
Now I pick you up.
Okay.
I pick you.
Does Luna have a topic?
She said she likes Pikachu. That's the topic.
Pikachu is pretty dope. Electric Pokemon are the best, actually. Zapdos is my all-time favorite Pokemon.
Mom, you like Pikachu?
Yes, I love Pikachu. I liked Pichu. He was such a cute.
Pichu is the inferior version of Pikachu, and I don't understand why you would like him, but that's fine. Go ahead.
He's cute. All right, so my topic was, what OG hero, DC or Marvel, would you be amused or psyched out to sea as your local barista? And I mean that as like,
Say hi. Say hi, Bear. I know you can't say words, but like act like you saying hi. Look right there.
on. You know, Johnny, I just realized the cat's not there, but then there's still a picture of the cat behind you.
Isn't that hilarious?
So it's really just like she's always there with you.
When Caroline got that picture, I was just like, why though?
And you just let it happen too. You didn't even fight it. Like
there ain't nothing I can do. She's
it
a
is.
woman.
Here he is. You live there too, dude. Like, you know, if the picture just disappeared one day, like what would happen?
She would beat me until she figured it out.
And I had dog. I had dog.
Oh.
Okay.
I had Tessa's dog. How many? I had Gola, and I had turtle, and I had fish, and I had birds, and
What else did you have?
She's telling us what pets she has.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, what else do you have?
I think that's all of them, right?
That's all of them? That's all you got?
yeah, that's what I said. Like skinny, honey. What you doing?
We're doing a podcast. What are you doing?
She's like, bye. She's
Okay.
like, sorry.
You're done now? Okay.
Whatever Pikachu came on, she was like, oh, it's time to go.
All right. I understand.
And so I mean that as in, you know, when I say like the OGs, like, you know, the heroes we have now, like not like a new generation of them. So it's like, you know, ones that we've known about for a while, you know, they're retired from the hero gang, you know, they're a little bit older, but you can still tell who they are. You know, and they're just trying to get by on, you know, make a little change here and there, right?
I
So
see.
my choice was Colossus from X-Men.
Interesting choice.
Notably the one from the Deadpool film, because
Look, it's a monster.
Oh, okay.
all right, and that's all we can show before we get sued. And so I chose Colossus
Okay.
from the Deadpool film because I thought that would be funny. I would also feel like that'd be very cool to see him just like with his whole accent trying to like take my coffee order or something.
And also give you philosophical advice in the meantime.
Yep. But when I'm giving him, so imagine if he worked at Starbucks. It's like if either of you ever get the opportunity to meet my dad and talk to him, and somehow the topic of what I order at Starbucks comes up, he will tell you that it's like unnecessary and ridiculous.
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
I could imagine telling Colossus my caramel macchiato order and him getting to the amounts of pumps of sugar flavor and being like, of vanilla flavor, and being like, giving me some philosophical quote as to why I don't need all that flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Or why I don't need all that caramel syrup.
So
or why I shouldn't use whole milk.
So when you presented this topic to me, I thought about it for a second. And I said to myself, you spelled that wrong, John. It's just supposed to be just the YT.
YT.
That's it.
Letter Y, letter T.
Yeah, that's it. But anyway, I was thinking about this when you first presented it to me, and I thought to myself, you know what? The answer is none, because I would never walk into a coffee shop because I don't drink coffee. So then I thought to myself, how do I make this relatable? So I'm like, well,
or a cafe or something.
Well, I thought to myself, how do I make this relatable? I'm like, okay, well, who would I want to be just my local bartender? That's who it would be for me. So if I were to walk into a bar, who would I just be super psyched to see pouring my drinks in the bar? And the answer to that question is Static Shock. Now, when I was younger, Static Shock was on TV. That was one of my favorite cartoons ever. Like, I loved that show. Found out recently on DC Fandom they're talking about bringing it back, working on bringing it back as a Static Shock movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would absolutely love it if I walked in and saw good old Virgil as my bartender. Every now and then he just does a little thing with some electricity on the bar, just like zzz, while he's pouring me a drink or some shit. I'd be so excited. Like, wait, is that Static Shock? Is that my bar? What? Okay. So yeah, that's my answer.
I didn't even think of that, but that'd be super cool.
Mm-hmm. So that's my answer. John is distracted now because, you know, white people stuff.
I'm sorry. I'm here.
So what was your answer?
Mine. was
Remind him
most
of the
def-
question.
No, I got it. Which hero would you have at? I also thought like I would never go to a barista because I don't drink coffee. So I definitely thought that, and then I was like, I'd be funny if it was Beast getting hair into everybody's coffee. But I was like, but then
I feel like they would
that's-
still make him wear a
doesn't-
hairnet.
it doesn't answer the
Full
question.
body hairnet.
Yes.
But mine, I would do if it was in California. You know how like a lot of the baristas wear like just nothing but band-aids on their nipples and a thong. So I would want.
No, I
Wonder
didn't know
Woman.
that actually.
Yeah,
Wait,
they do
what?
that. So in California, there's certain places you can go to where the baristas are like essentially nude. You never heard of this?
No.
Because I live on
Well,
the East Coast.
Well,
Again, this is really, it's not even the East Coast. I think this is just some white people shit. Go ahead,
It's
keep
a
going.
thing.
It's some white people shit. Keep
It's
going.
a thing.
Only John would know about this.
No, I'm sure other people know.
But,
about it,
well,
but
clearly
anyways,
other people
out
know
of
they're still
the-
in business.
Out
It's
of
a
the
thing.
three of us,
a
John, you would
thing.
be the one who would bring us to our attention, is what I
Yeah,
mean.
I got you. I'm here for you guys. But I would want Wonder Woman to be my barista if that was the case. But if I went to an actual place, not in California, I would want Deadpool because he's like so fun, and he would have a lot of fun, and I want to be friends with him.
He'd probably still be a jackass.
Yeah, that's what I think. It'd be
I mean,
so funny. 'Cause
yeah.
he'd be making fun of people and talking shit, and like, it'd be a good time.
Yeah, like all your pumps of vanilla that you'd want. He'd be, you know,
Yeah, would
he
be
wouldn't
nice
let you
and
get away with
slow.
that.
But yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool.
What's your
Yeah.
topic, Travis?
Well, for my topic, there has been a recent rise in the amount of OnlyFans accounts recently. You know, OnlyFans have talked about this. Also, there's this, you know, what's the Disney Channel chick's name?
Bella Thorne.
Bella Thorne.
Yeah, who the fuck is she? Like, it's just one of those
I don't
things.
know. I don't
like-
know.
I still haven't really thought of anything I've seen her in. I just know she's been in Disney Channel stuff.
Yeah, like I'm still like having a hard time figuring out who she actually is. Like
She's
I
like
know
one of
she
those-
exists. I know she's a
Right.
thing, but I don't know why she's a thing or what she did or anything like that. You all right over there?
Yeah, I was trying to mute
Gesundheit.
I was trying to mute myself before it went, and I couldn't do it.
There's no point in that. If you're gonna sneeze, just sneeze. It doesn't matter. Now, if you fart, I need you to put the microphone like right up against your ass cheeks,
Oh my
like.
So we can finally earn our spot in Pornhub.
Yeah, if that's what people are into, I'll definitely tag that in there. Like fart porn is in there too.
Some are, I'm sure.
Oh, somebody's into it.
Somebody's into everything.
Exactly.
John, go on there right now, search it.
No.
Yo, you know how if you put videos on Pornhub, tags can be added like not by you? Yeah, like I guess users can add tags to the shit or Pornhub themselves add tags to it. I don't know. But like so many of our videos, like the Smack It Raw videos from like, you know, our wrestling podcast, Smack It Raw videos, you don't know. A couple of them have been added, like, you know, have gotten all gay tags on them. I don't fight it because those are the videos that got the most views on them, so whatever.
Someone out there is getting off to 3 dudes talking about wrestling.
But usually it's just 2.
Two guys going head to head.
Yeah, it's usually just 2. But sometimes we have a guest on. But yeah, it's usually just 2 of us. But yeah. The ones that have the most views on them are the ones who've been had the tag added on later as all gay. And it's just like, that's funny. Part of me is just like, maybe I should take that off. I'm like, but that's where the most views are. So
Yep.
Put it on all of them.
why not?
Yeah. All gay. Gay all-
Anyways,
Anyway, my topic, as far as OnlyFans goes, what TV or film character do you think is most likely to start an OnlyFans?
you want to go?
Sure, I'll go. For me, the thing at first I would just like Eric Cartman would do it, but then I'm like, no. If it's somebody from South Park, it would be Randy Marsh.
Randy, yep.
Because Randy Marsh would be the one who would be like, oh, there's a lot of people making money on OnlyFans. I'll do that too. Not knowing really how he's supposed to do it and doing it all wrong, yet somehow failing upward. You know?
Yeah.
So in my head, it would definitely be Randy because he failed upward into the weed business. He failed upward into what he thought was cock magic. So I'm like,
That's one of my favorite episodes.
so he'd do an OnlyFans of cock magic, and that would be his thing. He'd find out that males who do an OnlyFans, most of their people who follow them and pay them are actually gay men, and then he'd trip out about it for a while, then accept it, and that would be what I would think would happen.
Like when him and Kyle's dad were in the jacuzzi.
Exactly. The night of the meteor shower. Exactly. They were just experimenting, John.
Yeah,
They
it
were
was
just experimenting.
experimentation.
Oh, South Park is so good.
So funny. I'm so glad I watched all 23 seasons. Took me 4 months, but I did it.
Worth it.
Oh my God.
Worth it. What about you, kids?
Who wins?
Who do you think is most likely to start an OnlyFans?
I said the hormone monster, the female hormone monster.
Wait.
Probably even the male hormone
I'm
monster
saying
too.
both of them.
Honestly,
they probably do
would
it together.
Probably do it together.
Yeah.
Couples one.
And to be honest, that's one I might subscribe to.
Yeah, like they each have their own separate ones, but also have a couples one.
That would be funny. I would pay to see that.
That's a very good choice. It's a good one.
Thank you.
So I didn't know if we were going to do animated or not. So I did one animated and one real life.
Let's hear them both.
Roger from American Dad.
Oh, 100%.
100%. Travis, you know, like without a doubt,
Yeah,
Roger's going to have an OnlyFans and he's going to do it in a million different characters.
Exactly. One of them will be the one with his alien breast milk. And
it's going to be good.
Yeah.
And then the other one I chose was Lafayette from True Blood.
Yes.
Yeah.
He would.
You know,
I also
he
thought-
was already recording himself.
I also thought if the show was still around, Samantha from Sex and the City.
Definitely.
She would have been making bank on there.
Oh, definitely. Everyone she slept with, just when you bring them home, she'd be like, listen, just know I'm going to record this and it's going on my OnlyFans. Like everyone she brought home. And one of those things is like people who have already slept with her before would be like, okay. They'd accept it because she's so good in bed. So it'd be like, all right, I'm cool.
But yeah.
That's dope. That was fun. Well, now it's time for that part of the show. We play a little game that we all.
It's our favorite part, but it's also our most loathed part at the same time.
We play a little game called Name That Movie. Basically, one of us reads the description of a particular film, and the other two try to guess what that movie is. Best of 5 wins. Are you ready?
Yep.
Well, this week it's my turn. So let's get started.
Woo!
Here we go.
Johnny, shut your pussy up.
3 unknown martial artists are summoned to a mysterious island to compete in a tournament whose outcome will decide the fate of the world.
Mortal Kombat.
There you go.
Oh.
Once he said the fate of the world, I was like, oh yeah.
And yes, I know you all like having a theme, so there is a theme.
I'm assuming it's gonna be martial arts, but I could be wrong.
Is it?
Nah, I'm right. Look at Travis's face.
Oh,
You know I'm
John,
right.
you won.
After
John, you won.
awakening from a 4-year coma, a former assassin wreaks vengeance on the team of assassins who betrayed her.
Kill Bill,
Damn it.
Volume 1.
It is. It's Kill Bill Volume 1.
I watch a shit ton of martial arts movies.
I actually didn't know that. So it's just,
I do.
and it's one of those things like,
I have a top 5.
and I look at it like, and now I see it, I'm like, this is why we're friends. So
Dude, I bought a ninja costume in Japan because you told me to.
You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right.
And
You're
I was like, oh, absolutely, I'm doing that.
you're absolutely right.
I was gonna do it anyways.
Here's the
I
next
wish
one.
I had got martial art. I wish I had got ninja stuff when I was in Japan.
In New York City, a young man searches for a master to obtain the final level of martial arts mastery known as the glow.
Doctor Strange.
After knowing the theme of the movies I've picked, you say Doctor Strange.
I'm just naming stuff because I know I'm not going to get it.
The glow. I don't remember that.
The glow. I don't even know. What that
In
means.
New York City, a young man searches for a master to obtain the final level of martial arts mastery known as the glow.
I don't know if I've seen it.
Who is the master?
Is the movie The Master?
Who is the master?
The dojo?
I don't know.
Let me think. What else?
Sensei?
Am I the baddest? Sure enough.
Samuel Jackson.
No.
Oh, I was thinking of what's it called?
Sure enough.
I don't know them.
I know it's not.
What are you looking at?
You know
I'm
what?
looking at a cable that I'm twirling.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave this one out. Not leave it out, but I'm going to come back to this one. Because I think if I name the other two and then get back to that one, you'll know what that one is.
Shaq Fu.
No, it's not Shaq Fu. There is no Shaq Fu movie, sir. If there was, I would own it and watch it daily. However, here's
I
another
was
one.
thinking of Shaft. That's what I was thinking of.
No, it's not Shaft. Shaft is not a martial arts movie, sir. It's just
Fighting.
it's just like a kick-ass black dude movie. It's just, but well, that movie, the movie I just named, also stars a kick-ass black dude. But let's go back to this one, another one I'm going to talk about. An American martial artist serving in the military who decides to leave the army to compete in a martial arts tournament in Hong Kong, where fights to the death can occur.
Bloodsport?
Yeah, it's Bloodsport.
I don't, dude. I pulled that one out of my ass, Travis.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, dude. I was like, dude,
Bloodsport.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, dude. There's a Bloodsport too, I think.
I don't acknowledge that. That's not Jean-Claude Van Damme.
It wasn't.
All right.
What was the one? What was that other one? I don't think I saw it.
Don't worry about it. We're going to go to this one now. This is number 4. We're going to do number 4, then we're going to go back to that one. And the one I said before is going to be number 5. This
It's
one
only
will probably...
got 3.
Yeah, but I want to do all of them.
So let's go.
A martial artist agrees to spy on a reclusive crime lord using his innovation to a tournament there as a cover. I'm sorry, let me reread that. A martial artist agrees to spy on a reclusive crime lord using his invitation to a tournament there as a cover. Now, think of martial arts movies. The martial arts movie of all martial arts movies.
Karate Kid.
Who is the man?
Bruce Lee. Chuck Norris.
No, you had it right the first time.
Okay.
Now tell me the movie.
The Enter the Dragon.
Thank you. Now, back to the other one. In New York City, a young man searches for a master to obtain the final level of martial arts mastery, known as the glow. Now, take what you got from the last one.
Romeo Must Die. I don't know.
It's mommy. It's mommy.
Now that I know Mara doesn't know any
Is
martial
it
arts
The
movie that's
Last
coming.
Dragon?
Thank you.
What was it?
It's the last dragon.
Oh. Ow.
Tell him, Leroy, who is the master?
Not here.
The
Or
Enter
have
the
you-
Dragon helped me get the Last Dragon.
That's what I thought. Like, let me tell these other two, and they'll be like, maybe this will help.
That looks funny.
Mara, we
Yes.
need. It's another one on the list. You need to see the Last Dragon.
So, Mara, you don't watch a lot of martial arts movies, huh?
I don't.
Clearly, like when I realized that after the first couple, like, oh, shit,
Mommy.
martial arts movie.
Like Kill Bill, I knew Johnny just like said it before I could even like register the name in my head. So I was just like, dang.
Yeah.
If it wasn't Kill Bill, I was thinking of the one with Steven Seagal when he, in the beginning of the movie,
No.
it's called Hard to Kill.
Hard to Kill. Yeah, I know what you're talking
So,
about.
Yeah, he goes into
Oh, I
a
know.
coma.
My
He
mother
goes into
had
a
me
coma.
watch several Steven Seagal movies.
So many. I watched so many as a kid.
Hard to Kill, Marked for Death, Under
Oh, yeah.
Siege.
Under
Yeah.
Siege was probably my Under Siege and Hard to Kill were the ones.
Hard
I
to
watched
Kill
the
is my
most.
favorite one.
Hard to Kill is the best one. It's so funny. I'm glad. I knew you would know what Hard to Kill was. Yeah, Steven Seagal, man. Dude, I watched those VHS tapes.
Oh man, I gotta watch the Steven Seagal movie now. Like,
Yeah, right. That'll be on my to-do list.
that was named that movie though, folks. It was really just John trying to figure out what movies I was talking about because Mara doesn't know martial arts movies like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, my favorite
It
one
wasn't
is,
even an attack on our generation. Stop.
one of my all-time favorites though is Kung Fu Hustle. It's so funny, dude.
I've seen that one too, but it's not one of my favorites, so it wasn't on the
Dude,
list.
I love it. I love Kung Fu Hustle. It's just so stupid.
Seen Kung Fu Panda.
The five I just named right here are easily my top 5 martial arts movies. Like, they're my favorites.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Bruce Lee. I haven't seen that.
Enter the Dragon, yeah.
Dude, I was a kid when I watched
It's
it.
just
I
one of
couldn't- I
those
couldn't
movies
even
when
tell
you
what it's
see
about.
somebody. It's the first time I watched somebody just walk into a room, to a whole group of people, and just say, you know what? I'm gonna kick all y'all ass. And he just whoops everybody's ass. Like, just, whew.
Yeah, Tony Jaa is my current favorite martial art filmmaker from Thailand.
What's
He did
the
Ong
one?
Bak, Thai Warrior and The Protector. And
What's the dude's name that's in that movie that where it's all about like they stole his elephant?
That's Ong Bak. That's Tony Jaa.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, I thought that was him.
That was that was called either The Protector or Ong Bak 2. Because he did 3 Ong Bak movies, but it's Tony Jaa.
Yeah,
Dude, he
the
is-
one that's about his elephant is just like,
yeah, his elephant. Yep.
like
It's-
fuck.
Dude, that dude's
The
a fucking
fight
freak
scenes
of
in that
nature.
movie, I'm
He's a
like,
freak of
yo,
nature.
it is impossible.
So is that like the martial arts version of John Wick?
Yeah.
better?
But, like, better. Way cooler. Just way cooler.
If
Like,
you
way more harder techniques and fighting techniques. The shit he fought, like, he's acrobatic. He could, like, put his head above his, or his leg above his head and shit. Like,
he's ridiculous. There's no
Unreal.
reason anybody should be able to
Unreal.
move the way this man moves.
he's unbelievable. It's my favorite martial arts like, he's my favorite martial artist right now.
Yeah.
Filmmaker. He's actor. He's great.
Okay.
He's great.
All right, kids. That was this month's episode of the Creatia Conversation.
This quarters.
I'm gonna try to do better, I promise. Don't forget, you can follow us on both Twitter and Instagram at The Creation World. That is at TheCreatia World. If you don't know how to spell world, get a fucking dictionary. Also, you can follow me on both Twitter and Instagram at Sir_Cussalott. That is at SIR_CUSSALOTT. John, stop trying to make people look at your pussy. Mara, where can they find you?
Always on Instagram and Twitter at Mara the Shark. That's MARADASHARK.
And Johnny Jums Grutzius, where can they find you?
All social media platforms are Jonny Jums. JONNYGUMS.
All right. Also, do not forget, if you are a wrestling fan, check out Smacking It Raw every week. Spelled just the way it sounds without the G. Smacking It Raw.
No G.
On everywhere you find this stuff. See, Luna told you, no G. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Pornhub, all of them. And podcast services everywhere.
Yes.
That'll be it, though. Until we come back with another episode of the Creatia Conversation. There was something else. There was something else I was supposed to tell people about. Oh, coming soon. Creatia World is playing Dungeons and Dragons together. Dungeons After Dark.
Oh my gosh.
Coming soon. Almost got it all together for everything we need. So it could happen as soon as next week. That's what I'm
Look,
saying.
my hair. I can do a form. Look
Whoa.
for me. Mom.
Luna has something to say. Talk to me, Luna. What's up?
Look at my hair. I was getting what's down. No. I was. I don't know. And I always done. Oh, and oh no, and I was going. My mom made all for my birthday and said my birthday. Or I had party. And before I had my friends. We
Oh,
were for home. I was picture. Bye.
oh, okay. Cool. But that'll be it for this week's episode, this month's episode of the Creatia Conversation. We will catch you all next time. Until then, we out.
Bye.
Bye. Choo-choo.
Bye.